Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Oh well, my hair's a disaster, but we're at home today. We're in the kitchen, and let's go from there. Good morning, Trade Pros. Good morning, YouTube. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. And let's go over some of the news that we saw this overnight session throughout the Globex session as we're coming into the last trading day of August. Going to be very interesting, as typically we do expect a lot more movement throughout the month of September. We've got a lot of big traders, asset managers, whatever it is, financial industry professionals coming back after Labor Day, after what is a interesting summer to say the least. So in Asia, we see Japan up 1.1%, Hong Kong down a whole percentage point, China down 0.2%, and India down 2.1%. While in London, we've got London down 0.6%, Paris up 0.5%, and Frankfurt up 0.3%. In terms of the futures in the US equities, this was earlier today before this little slip, but we saw the Dow up 0.3%, S&P up 0.3%, NASDAQ up 0.4%, and crude oil up 1.3% to 43.53. That number's probably changed by now, but we've got gold also down 0.1% at about 1973, 1971, something like that. Bitcoin up 0.4%. So in today's news, very, very minimal news. We don't have the heaviest news week until we come into Wednesday and Friday, where we have those job numbers. So we're going to keep an eye out on those job numbers. But today at 9, we've got, we've got Fed's Clarita talking about monetary policy. So that's pretty much right now. We could see market movements. And we've got the Dallas Fed manufacturing survey at 10:30. So in terms of US equity futures, we see them start up slightly after the Dow Jones finally turned positive for 2020 and Wall Street posted its 5th consecutive week of gains. So Q2 earnings are also expected today from Zoom, what we're using on a daily basis in the trading room. So that's going to be interesting. ZM and Rackspace Technologies, RXT. We've also got a lighter economic calendar, as we said today. Later in the week, we see investors will get reports on construction spending, manufacturing, and the trade gap, and the Fed's quote-unquote beige book for highly awaited U.S. job reports for August on Friday. So this month's stock market gains have pushed the S&P to record levels, as we've seen, which is the confirmation of a new bull market, quote-unquote. So after we popped that 3,400, 3,397 or so, we saw that the S&P continued to rally over 100 points from that level, opening up the bull market. So we have, or will see, we have seen already in some cases, the split of two of our favorite and the world's favorite, the market's favorite stocks. Today, we see Apple that begins trading at $125 a share, following its 4-to-1 split, and then Tesla will start trading at around $443 per share after its 5-to-1 split adjusted basis. While the market caps for the companies will remain the same, some are saying the moves will make the shares more accessible for the broader base of investors, which could be the catalyst, the new catalyst for that retail rally that pushes in, pumps these guys a little, as we've seen. Oh my God, it's so cheap. Or a lot of people maybe thinking quite the opposite. Holy crap, Apple's down 70%, Tesla's down 80%. I've seen a lot of that on like stock twits and stuff. So guys, be aware that they are not down 70 and 80% respectively. They're split. That's why it may look like that. And some platforms actually say that they are down that much of a percentage point. But remember, it's a split. You're getting more shares for a different price, for a lower price. But at the end, the market value is the same, making them a lot more accessible to a lot more people out there. So we could see also profit taking. Classic psychology move behind this is, hey, I had 10 Apple shares. Now I've got 40. Let me sell some of them, right? So we could see some profit taking. We've also seen Apple up 1% pre-market and Tesla up 2.3% pre-market. So we'll see how this week pans out, but I feel like an influx of money, maybe after a slight dip in these assets, will come to be. Now, important adjustments to the Dow Jones Industrial Average are set to take effect this week after we see the Dow Jones after we see Apple's 4-to-1 split set off a cascade of changes as it shrank the weight of formerly the most important Dow member to 3% from 12%. And overall technology representation in the index is down from 27% to 20%. The new addition of Salesforce CRM to the Dow will bring that technology share all the way up to 23%. And we'll see Amgen and Honeywell replace iconic ExxonMobil and Pfizer and Raytheon as well. So the new divisor is likely to be around 0.152 from around 0.147, meaning a $1 price movement in any Dow component translates to a swing of 6.6 points from about 6.8, so not the craziest of deviation. In terms of more COVID vaccine talk here, I know how much you guys love this. If benefits outweigh the risk, FDA Commissioner Stephen Hahn would be willing to bypass the full federal approval process in order to make the COVID-19 vaccine available as soon as possible. That would mean emergency authorization could be appropriate before phase 3 clinical trials are completed. Again, he says this is going to be a science, medicine, data decision. This is not going to be a political decision. So 3 Western drug makers are well along their phase 3 clinical trials, including AstraZeneca, Moderna, Pfizer, /BioNTech alliance. In terms of Apple bringing it back to tech, privacy changes in Apple's upcoming iOS 14 operating system. I didn't even know it went that high, honestly. Drink water here. iOS 14 operating system upgrade have drawn an increased amount of attention before a fall release, mainly from those who benefit from the advertising industry. So Facebook has made its strongest statement yet about what changes that could mean, right? What the changes could mean, suggesting it could have the revenues of its audience network business, a multi-billion-dollar operation. The upgrade will require apps to ask users whether or not their web activity, whether or not they want their web activity to be tracked, in essence. And some publishers won't. So some publishers worry that most users will opt out and they won't actually allow that, so hobbling their ability to show personalized ads in apps. We've all seen those on the side of our screens, whatever it is, phones. If you got a phone on the on your computer, you can see those personalized apps. If you kind of shoo away that tracking, then you will no longer get those, and a lot of companies hinge on those. I'm not saying they're good, but we can see a shakeup in that industry. In terms of Nestle, Nestle's health sciences division already owns 26% stake in Aimmune, symbol AIMT, but the company is paying $34.50 a share for the rest of the peanut allergy treatment maker. So including the stake, the deal is expected to close in Q4, and it has an enterprise value of about $2.6 billion. Together, we will be able to offer a wide range of solutions that can transform lives of people suffering from food allergies across the world, said Nestle's health science CEO, Greg Bahar. So AIMT, big market mover, up 170% pre-market. So we could see one of those classic pumps rallies. You get a little stall at the top when you start to see your shorts come out. So BitDance will strictly abide by China's newly amended rules on exporting technology, and that could make any sale of TikTok's US operations more complicated. On Friday, China updated its list of technologies subject to export restrictions to include a number of areas like voice recognition, chip design, recommendation algorithms, and artificial intelligence. So Microsoft and Walmart, as well as Oracle, have submitted rival bids to acquire TikTok's business, while Centricus Asset Management and Triller were said to have made last-minute pitches on Friday, though the latter claim was denied by BitDance. Having said that, guys, we've got the start of a new month coming up tomorrow. We've got the start of a new week coming up today, and we can see that, what do we see on here on the S&P? We've pulled back slightly after hitting a new all-time high overnight. 35.26 nearly that R2 level on the S&P, and now we're pulling back pretty aggressively back into that 3,500 even level. So having said that, let's see what that brings to the markets today. We could see a slight profit taking, especially after seeing Apple and Tesla split. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. And we'll see where that goes. So I hope everyone has a great day today, and we'll be jumping in our trading room. I hope everyone enjoyed the YouTube update, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care, everyone.